Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, lots of preparation for that. That's right, for the off-grid barn house build foundation subfloor. You guys know I'm still working on the power shed, right, for the solar and everything. Got to get that mini split installed, but also have to make sure I've got all the materials and things I need, so whenever I'm done with solar, I can get the off-grid barn house foundation subfloor going, right? And there's a problem. I know, Elvis, it's a pretty, yeah, you got to have this to continue. So I was going through the drawings and for the off-grid barn house foundation, and you can see definitely I need to do some weed eating out here. I know the grass is starting to die off. Like, Tim, you ain't got no grass. Well, all that's grass, all over there. Just this area where we worked last, obviously, is the dirt. But I will mow again before winter gets here, and of course come out here and weed eat all this. I've got to clean out this foundation area. You can still see there's some concrete pieces right there. I'm gonna smooth all this out. That way, whenever I do the vapor barrier, it'll be a nice smooth area. That way when I crawl in from the access over there, I can just work under here, under the house with a nice smooth. You can see it's mostly smooth. I'll get these grass clumps and concrete pieces out of there. But to put the subfloor on, right, you can see we've got all these 1/2-inch J bolts right there. I got the safety protectors on them. And we do have all these Simpson strong tie strapping. And of course we have the seismic, remember the seismic thing? I had to get the boards put inside the SIP panels to attach to this in case there's an earthquake and it shakes the house. These are engineered to hold the wall structure to the foundation. So they say. I had to pay an engineer to say that, so hopefully he knows what he's talking about. Yeah, so that's the arrangement. You can see, if we come to the front here, so we got the front porch right here. We'll have 2x8 floor joist on that. But in the house itself, we got a 12-foot floor joist, 16-foot floor joist, and 12-foot floor joist. And they run this way, right? So we'll have girders running this way, and they're 2x12s, 3 2x12s. Make a solid girder running down here. Same thing over there. And then between the sill plate over here and the double outer band, be 2x12, 2x8 pressure treated sill plate, we'll have these floor joists running this way. Now the floor joist will set on the sill plate over here to the band, and we call that the hip. And on this end, they'll actually be hanging on the girder. Okay, so we have to have hangers. Okay, so there's 29 floor joists here, 29 here, 29 here. The ends of the joist will be on the sill plates over there, so that means we need 116 hangers. And these are 2x12s, and you can use 2x10 or 2x12 hangers. 2x10, you can go one size up per code. 116 2x10 hangers. Okay. I don't think that's what I got. Let's go over to the supply tent over here. You can see my materials over there. I just checked those the other day. Everything's staying nice and dry. I do want to get them moved though. I don't want to leave them there for long. All the stuff over there is lumber for the subfloor. That right there is, let's see, that's the roof material and under the blue, and that one over there is the Advantech flooring for the subfloor. So that and those are gonna have to get moved closer to there. The rest of it, I'm gonna put under the solar carport and just not use it as a carport for a while to protect that a little bit more from the winter elements. The insulation over the big white rectangles, those are wrapped in plastic, and I may put a tarp, but they're closed cell foam insulation, so they don't absorb moisture. Let's go inside and see what kind of materials we have, because I think, Houston, we have a problem. I really do. Guys, it could rain. See these clouds? I'll tell you right now, it is 70 6 degrees right now. I'm a little sweaty right now. In a day, basically 2 days from now, it is going to be 29 degrees Sunday night and 28 degrees Monday night. Deer hunting weather, yeah! And me and Uncle Sonny are prepared for that now. We got the tree stands all situated. We actually got the pop-up blinds up, and we got a bunch of shooting lanes cleared and everything. Everything's great. But we need to get these materials done. So let's go inside here, see what Tim is talking about. All right. Oh, my windows slid back. I gotta straighten these windows up. You wanna make sure your windows are stored vertically and not leaning. I gotta fix that. All right, so here we go. My hangers, 2x8 or 2x10 maximum. We got 100 of them right there. Well, one thing I need 116. 2x8, 2x10 will not work for code. We gotta have 2x10 or 2x12. You say, well, 2x10 is 2x10. No, these are 2x8 hangers, and you can use them up to 2x10. So we really need 2x10 hangers or 2x12 hangers to go up to 2x12. That's just how that works. So, yeah, I need to come back and get these straightened up. I don't want them leaning like that. That is not good. Not good at all. But I'll come back and fix that. I'm gonna leave this door open. Remind me to come back in there. All right, so let me go over here and show you what we got. Let's walk over here. We'll walk around this way first. And yeah, cold weather is coming. Meredith's vehicle is already in the shop. I don't think she's got the total. They're still doing the assessment for how much it's going to cost to fix her Defender. Ooh. That's how much rain we've had, guys. Look how much water's there. That's a lot of water. I need to get that off of there. Everything else looks really, really good. Big, heavy timbers. You can still see how clean and dry all that. That's all finished board right there. It looks really nice. And all these big, heavy timbers and stuff, that's all staying nice and clean. See, that's perfectly clean. All good, all good. The Advantech flooring, I need to move that. That's double wrapped. This is the foam, closed cell foam. This is the zip board sheathing for the roof. And of course, all this is just lumber for the subfloor and walls and stuff like that. So let's keep going over here. Whew. We have gotten so much rain. I hear you, Elvis. How you doing, buddy? Look at the pretty colored trees. I know with the sun not out, the colors don't pop like they do when the sun's out. Oh, Meredith came over and worked from here yesterday, and we worked the bees. That's right. Some of y'all were saying, how come you didn't work the bees yesterday when we saw Meredith over here on the Rambling? We did after that. We filmed that Rambling of the things I'd been working on and what we found in the woods. And then Meredith and I went and worked the bees till right at dark. Oh my gosh, guys. Did we get honey? Did Meredith get stung? You'll have to see. That video should be out tomorrow, Saturday, okay, guys? You should see, did Meredith get stung, or did we get any honey, or how much if we did get anything? But yesterday evening, we got in a hot tub. Woo, that was nice, got in a hot tub. I'm working on this swivel chair right here. I got this, and the rivets broke. So I got a rivet gun, and I got to get this fixed up so I can get this, that extra chair, and this stick in the that new pop-up blind, that blackout 360 I put out in the woods behind the chickens over there. Let's see if you can see it from here. This is the, hey girls, what you doing? What you doing, girls? Nah, you can't see it. But that back there's where me and Meredith went, you know, that new 360 blind I put up. Hi girls. A deer track right here. A deer track right behind the camper. Man, these little acorns right here are falling everywhere on top of the ridge crib roof from this tree right here. Anybody know what kind of acorn this is? It's a little bitty thing. There are just tons of them. If you know what kind of acorn this, or what kind of tree this is, this acorn's from, let me know. You can see right here what they look like. That's the holder for it. It's a little dual. And they are everywhere. I mean, they've just been tump, 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 tump. Ooh, I need to pressure wash the ridge crib. It's getting kind of green back there on that side. All right, let's head over here. Elvis, you sound so much better, buddy. You sound so much better. So I contacted Honest Abe Log Homes and said, I got 2x8 hangers and I got 2x12 joists. And they went, yeah, you're right. And they said, let us look into it. Well, they called 84 Lumber. I know, Elvis, they got on it just like that. They called 84 Lumber down the road. And yesterday, Meredith and I were getting ready to get into the hot tub. And, you know, I got no trespassing signs and everything. We thought we had some privacy. And here comes this big lumber truck. And it had 2x4s and Advantech flooring on there. And I was like, I wasn't expecting another shipment. He pulls up and I said, hey, sir, how you doing and everything? He said, got a shipment for Mr. Robert. That's me. I said, oh, what are you going to do with all this? He goes, no, that's not for you. I just got 2 boxes for you. And I was like, oh, wow. So he pulled, and it was floor joists. Honest Abe, in a day, basically ordered and had delivered the next day, Simpson Strong Tie, LU 210 hangers, 210 or 2x14, all the way up to 2x14. These you can actually go, so we got 116 of them, 250 and 100, so they actually got it exactly right, 116. The crazy thing is, I can use screws or nails, and if you use screws, you got to use a number 9 or number 10, 1.5 inches long, and you got to use 16 of them. 16 times 116. Hey Siri, what's 16 times 116?
16 times 116 is 1,856.
Hey Siri, what's 1,856 divided by 50?
It's 37.12.
That's 37 boxes of those screws. Hey Siri, what's 37.12 times 20?
It's 742.4.
$742 in screws just to put the floor joists on. I think I need to buy them in bulk, don't you think? Or you can use 6.148 by 1.5 inch nails, right? 10 screw, oh no, I got that wrong. It's 16 total holes, so you got 10 screws per hanger and 6 nails per hanger. Whoo, that's 16 total. So that's what I got to do there. I'm going to get the strong drive connector screws, and I got to get these corrosion resistant nails. That's not going to be cheap, guys. That is not going to be cheap. Okay, but that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You can look at these again. So let's see, it's 6 nails and 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically you put the screws in there. That'd be 10 screws. Then you put the nails, 1, 2, 3, on this side, 3 on this. So 6 nails and 10 screws. That makes sense. Okay. All right. Well, if you guys know a little bit more about that than me, tell me what you would use. Would you use ring shank nails? I definitely know you have to use those strong drive screws. But what kind of nails would you use? Leave me a comment down below. I'm still learning all this stuff. So going over to Meredith here later. I got a bunch of work to do over there at Meredith as well. You'll see what's going on. So Saturday, you'll see the video of me and Meredith working the bees. And guys, I'll tell you right now, some of y'all don't care much for my beekeeping videos. Tim's a little dry, Tim's a little technical, and bees aren't as cool as building houses, right? Well, with Meredith in my life, she provides color commentary, like with the rambling the other day, right? Oh my gosh, she's so funny. Well, I let her hold the camera. I didn't let her. She said she held the camera and she gave color commentary while I was working the bees. And there was things like, at one point we're talking about the queen bee, laying a couple thousand eggs a day during spring swarm season. And she says, "Whoa, sounds like that queen needs to Netflix and chill," with a lot emphasis on the chill. That girl. That girl, she is a funny, funny hoot. So real quick, before I can put the floor joists on, which will be to get the next inspection. Once the floor joists are on, I can call the local building inspector out and he can come out and inspect it. But before that happens, I have to get a termite shield. It's a metal piece of material that will go over the foundation wall here, have a little edge. So when termites build their little mud columns, they'll hit that metal and they'll have to go back down, and they can't go around that little lip. So that's called termite shield. And you have to use special silicone, or not silicone, special sealant in the overlaps and the around the J anchors. And then on top of the termite shield, metal, you got this sill seal. Did I say that right? Sill seal. Say that 10 times fast. It's a foam. It's ribbed on the bottom, smooth on top. You put that down, and then you put your pressure treated sill plate on. And basically that sill seal seals the sill. Oof, man, that's a lot of words. And also provides separation from the pressure treated wood and the metal termite shield, because there can be some galvanic corrosion. Actually, it's stainless steel, I think, but there can be some chemical metallurgical interaction there between the materials in the pressure treated wood and the metal termite shield. So you got a sill seal in there. We'll get the sill plate on. We'll get the double outer band. We're going to do 2 by 12 outer bands on top of that, and then we'll be able to start hanging the floor joist. But also before that, I made a mistake, and I'm just going to tell you right now, it was a pretty huge mistake. And I could do a whole separate video on this, and you'll get more on RidgeLife about it. But you guys here on Ramblings will know this first, okay? I forgot 2 things. Well, I forgot 3 things, really. Over there, the septic, remember I forgot to put the septic line through the foundation? Actually, when we were doing the foundation, I told the foundation guy I needed the septic lines, the water lines, and air conditioner access in the foundation. And then we got all along, and we got the work done, and it didn't happen. But me as general contractor, it's my responsibility to make that happen, not the guy, not the foundation contractor. My fault, not his, because it didn't happen. So we had to have them jackhammer and concrete saw out over there on the footing before the foundation wall to get the septic drain out. We did that, but what we didn't do is get the water line. So I've got to get Old Blue with the backhoe and dig out right there, run water lines from here to here, and run a PVC tube under the foundation footing, which is like 18 inches deep, right? So I have to go under that and come up there with that. Also, around here, I have got, so there's the access. I have got to put an air conditioner access, and because the laundry room's right here, the bedroom's right here with the windows, I don't want the air conditioner right there, and I don't want the air conditioner here because the laundry vent, with Grandma Carol's, we learned, you don't have the laundry vent near the air conditioner, you get the condenser all clogged up. So right here is where I'm gonna have to cut out 3 bricks wide, 2 bricks deep, with a concrete saw, probably between those 2, actually, probably take that one out, that J anchor. Anyway, and that way I can have my package unit air conditioner return and supply lines going right through there, just like Grandma Carol's air conditioner. I forgot that. Right here is where you see there's the septic return. They had to cut out the footing, the concrete footing, to allow that septic line in there, and then they put the block foundation over. It's filled block foundation, nice and solid. So I should not need a lintel, right? Should not need a lintel over here or a lintel over there. This is solid. And the double 2 by 12 outer band board also will help rigidity, so I shouldn't need lintels in there. If you think I do, let me leave a comment down below. So a lot going on behind the scenes in preparation for the off-grid barn house build. Some of y'all saying, Tim ain't doing nothing. Well, I know, I'm dotting my I's and crossing my T's, making sure that whenever the solar's done, I can move straight into the foundation. And then once the building inspector okays that, I'll put the Advantech flooring on, Of course, we have some rough in of plumbing and stuff, but put the Advantech flooring on, put the bottom plate on, and then eco panels, get my eco panels delivered, and we can start putting the walls up. Pa-cha-ching! It'll be awesome. Be very, very awesome. One thing I wish I could have done, see, I only went 3 blocks high on the foundation, and my attic access is a 3 block high. I wish I would have had a lip a little higher there, because I'm gonna have to make this lower, you know, the grade lower than that door, otherwise water would pour back into my foundation, and that's not good. So that's why I have this dug out right there, so all that can drain. Once the house is up there, we ain't got to worry about it, you know. But whew, yeah, that's something to think about here. I got to bring this dirt down so water does not go back into the foundation access there. I'll seal that and everything. So lots to think about, lots to do. Whoo, guys, appreciate every single one of you. This is a wild journey, wild journey. Of course, I'm gonna get married in this sometime too. I don't know when we're gonna do that yet, but it's gonna be a blessed occasion. I know that. I'm very much looking forward to it. If you like today's video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. Hype it if you can on a mobile device. Like, share, and subscribe. It's always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of my channels. Until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life. Woo!